What's going on YouTube? Achilles here, and today we are revisiting my mono white aggro deck. I made a few changes, and I really liked this deck when I was playing it on ladder. It was very surprising how powerful this deck was. It focuses on Cosmogrand Zenith, and we try to take advantage of its really powerful effect, which says whenever you cast your second spell each turn, choose one. Create two 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens, or put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. So not only does this creature promote going wide, but it also helps you make your board really powerful at the same time. So even if we play a bunch of weak creatures, we could make them really powerful at the end of the day. So we have a lot of really good 1-drops, and we try to take advantage of the 1-drops more specifically than our 2-drops, because if we just cast 2 of our 1-drops, we could trigger our Zenith, and we could just go over the top. The other 3-drop creature we're taking advantage of is the Sanguine Evangelist, which when it attacks with its Battlecry ability, we get to pump up all the other creatures, and we get to just put more attack power on the board when we swing. Plus, it can produce a bat when it enters and when it dies, so it just helps go wide. So we try to overwhelm the opponent with all our creatures early and win the game. So let's get right into this list. We got 4 Cheeky House Mouse, 4 Lightstall Inquisitor, 1 Reroute Systems, 4 Seamrip, 4 Veteran Survivor, 1 You're Not Alone, 1 Case of the Gateway Express, 1 Kellan, Daring Traveler, 4 Sheltered by Ghosts, 4 Sunstar Chaplain, 4 Cosmogrand Zenith, 4 Sanguine Evangelist, 1 Yera and Oski, Weaver and Guide, 1 The Wandering Rescuer, and for the lands we have 22 planes. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I'm on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so every bit will help. If you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day, and if you want to become a member, you can get early access to videos. Let's get right into these games. Opponent goes first. I like her hand, though. The Cheeky House Mouse is probably one of the best cards to go with Zenith, because if you already have a creature out, you could pump it up and then just play the mouse, so you're getting 2 cards for 1, and that'll just trigger the Zenith, and you just go more wide, so can't go wrong with that. What are they going to play? BV, I'm guessing? I mean, that's just my first impression when I see that. So even though I do have the Zenith, I still prioritize playing this as a 1-drop creature just to put pressure on the opponent. That's fine. I could have waited on that. I don't know why they did that so early. But drawing all these lands is very horrible right now. Interesting. Go for Zenith. Hope for the best. At least we could Seamrip that, which is pretty important. I'm not going to block it, because they could just torch the tower or something. I don't think it's worth it. Nice, so let's go for the Evangelist. Potentially, of course. Go for the bet. We're just going to go super wide in this matchup, I think. I mean, they are playing stuff like Fire Magic, though, of course, but the Evangelist will definitely take advantage of that if our board sticks, because we'll have the Battlecry for the next turn. So we swing for 2 and then potentially set up for a crazy turn coming up. Depending, of course, on what they got. Alright, well there goes the Evangelist, so that plan's out the window. If the Zenith sticks, we could just pump up all our creatures. What do they have in their hand? No land. Uh-oh. No Wintertime Stories. That's pretty good. I'll take it. Do we care about that soul stone? Nah, you know what? We're going to take all this damage. I'm not worried. Wonder what they're thinking about, though, now. Okay, we go to 10. Double Chaplain. So I can't use this on the Soul Stone because it says a non-land permanent. So go double. Counters on everyone. Now we just swing out. We threaten them with game next turn, so they got to be very careful about how they approach their next turn. They could block one of our 2/2s, obviously, but they're gonna take 9. They go to 8, and I doubt they could do 10 damage next turn, unless they have something crazy that they could potentially draw. So we're gonna find out. I'm gonna keep this plane in my hand as a bluff. I mean, it's not gonna really matter too much. Let's also pump up the flyers. So that's hitting that, that's hitting that. Just so we could guarantee 6 damage in the air. Potentially, of course. They could have some kind of board wipe, but it's just a fear of missing out. Interesting. They could still dig through their deck for something. Okay, they have 5 mana to play around with. 3 mana. 1 mana. So, they block all the... Well, we could get rid of that with Seam. I think we have it. It'll even be better if we could draw anything that is not a land. I don't care what it is. It could be another Seam Rip, which would actually be really good right now, but... Okay, so they do that. They swing with both? Is that the move? So if we don't block that, we lose, obviously. So I'm going to block the giant 7/7, go to 5. Oh, that stinks. But we do this. By them tapping the VV, it just guarantees that we win right now. Game, exactly. I could have used the Chaplain's effect too, but it's all good. Opponent's going first. I'm going to keep this. Not too bad of a start when we have the Zenith in our opening hand. But if they're playing that Kona deck, it is going to be a little difficult. I'm going to end up Seam Ripping that Dragon Storm, because let's say they go for the whole Kona Omniscience play, and if they can't dig through their deck at all because of us using the Seam Rip, like if they went for the Meringue River region, I mean, at the same time they could just get it back with Meringue. Oh man, it could be a bad move on my end to do that, but listen, I gotta try to get rid of their resources somehow. I'm going to go for the Evangelist. If I, well, actually, that might counter it. Well, that's not nice. Yeah, I kind of helped him out, didn't I? They still have to find their card at the end of the day. If we could get one more land, and if they don't have their Kona, of course, which they might not, because that comes in tapped. Alright, so if we could find one more land, we could potentially dish out so much damage next turn. All it comes down to what we draw, though, at the end of the day. That's land. Alright, so we go for Zenith. We're going to pump up one of our little bats. And now we're going to put a 1/1 counter on every creature now. We're going to go with a swing, pump up everyone again. And that's it. Opponent's going first. Not too bad of a start. Go for the Survivor and pass. If we could find one more land, that would be amazing. Plus, this Reroute Systems can be pretty good, this matchup. All I know is the Sheltered by Ghosts is going to be good against this Boros, Burn, whatever style deck you want to call it. I'd rather. We could give her our own creature indestructible, which is really cool. Do 2 damage. Of course, we couldn't draw the land, but we got Sheltered by Ghost to get rid of their Sheltered by Ghosts. So if they block this, then they won't have anything to attach it to. So in case they removed it, they won't be able to reattach to any creature. So we gain life, and I think that just makes more sense. Sure, why not? We have a higher ceiling than them, I believe, if we could stay in this game, so I don't mind blocking. Yep, they decide not to. Will we ever draw another land, guys? I don't know. I'm going to get rid of the goblins so they can't draw more cards. That's fair. That's fine. We'll gain back some life. We really aren't going to draw that land, aren't we? Alright. Well, in that case, let's see. Let's make something expensive in their hand. Might as well play another creature too. We could just ignore the Screaming Nemesis. So now we're going to go for the Zenith, which will set up for a really powerful next turn. Okay, that's fair. What do we do here? Let me just go for an Evangelist. I want to do the Zenith, but I think this might be good as well. This is actually perfect. Now we get to go ridiculously wide. And if we could draw something that's not a land next turn, then we'll just pump up everyone again. I wonder if they have a Sheltered by Ghosts in their hand. Nah, just Lightning Helix. Not the worst thing possible. And that is perfect, guys. Play Chaplain, play the mouse, pump up the team, and we get it. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck in the comment section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day. Hope everyone has a great day. Take care.